Hi guys, welcome to Psychic Renegade Tarot. I'm Bethany. If you're new here, thank you for watching. Consider subscribing. And oh, I did my 1K giveaway. I put the winner in the comments, but in case you didn't hear, Artista counts, you're my winner. I drew your name. So DM me, email me, and let's do a free reading. Okay, so tonight's pick a card. I actually had a different video in mind, and then it just was strong on my spirit to do another karmic reading. So we're gonna do another karmic pick a card. I want to look at what is going to happen to this person, when is it going to happen to this person, and why do they deserve it. I'm going to try to make it not super negative, but also tell you what's going to happen. So I'm going to do 3 piles. Pile number 1 is ʀᴇᴇᴇ. Pile 2 is a sea coral. And pile 3 is blue calcite. So think about which pile you want to do, and you can skip ahead to the timestamp. I'm going to insert a picture of the cards and the crystals if that helps you choose. And then I'll meet you at your pile, okay? Check out my website if you need a personal reading. These are general, so only take what resonates. And if my energy doesn't resonate with you, feel free to find another reader. There's literally thousands on YouTube. So yeah, that's about it. Welcome pile 1. If you chose ʀᴇᴇᴇ, this is your crystal and your pile. We're going to do a karmic reading. What's going to happen to this person? When is it going to happen, and why do they deserve it, basically. I'm mixing 2 decks. I'm mixing traditional Rider Waite deck, and I'm mixing in the light Seers tarot, which I really love. It's one of my newer decks that I've purchased, and it's a really good deck. I won't get into that, but yeah. If you need a personal reading, check out my website. And oh yeah, I'm running a 15% off sale through the end of June in honor of my 1K and in honor of Pride Month. And I launched my incense cones. So if you guys are into natural handmade incense cones, these are specifically designed for spiritual protection. There's 2 different blends, so check those out if you're interested. And that's it. Let's get to the reading. So let's first look at what is going to happen to this person. So okay, first off, we have the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. So I'm seeing this as, okay, so with this deck, I read intuitively, by the way, so I go off loosely based off the traditional card meanings, but whatever spirit tells me is what I read. So Queen of Cups traditionally is about emotions, a woman of feelings, but the way I'm seeing this is actually like her spiritual connection. So I'm getting that it's a woman. It doesn't have to be, this could be a male figure as well, or they might be getting cut off from a female. But I'm getting that their spiritual gifts are going to be blocked. So if you can see the card, she's kind of meditating. Yeah, I'm seeing spirits cutting them off from their connection to the divine. So they've probably done something pretty bad to you, or it might have something to do with spirituality, or it might have broken your spirit in some way. So this is going to be their karma, is their connection is going to be dampened or completely shut off. With the 8 of Wands, this is going to happen. We're going to get into when it's going to happen, but this is going to happen quickly. I'm also getting it's going to feel like a round of attacks, like one after the other, after the other, after the other. And with the 2 of Swords, oh, I think I said 2 of Wands, excuse me. With the 2 of Swords energy here, it's going to be a lot of mental turmoil. This could actually be spiritual attacks. I'm not saying you're going to spiritually attack them, but I feel like when you're a protected spiritual being, if people attack you, it automatically bounces back at them. So this person is going to feel very spiritually drained, very spiritually attacked, and quite mentally drained. They might have nightmares. They're just going to be in their head a lot and feeling very negative, feeling very dark. Their energy is going to be very dark. Let's get into when is this going to happen. We have Queen of Pentacles, Death and Rebirth. It's a death card, but it just symbolizes how death is kind of a rebirth card too. And the Emperor. So, I feel like with these cards, it's like the weight and the stability of the Queen and the Emperor here, and the Death and Rebirth. This is actually going to get drawn out over a long period of time. I feel like their karma might have already started, and it's going to continue for quite some time. With the multiple attacks that I was talking about, like their spirit is gonna feel very like bombarded. With the Death and Rebirth, I feel like this is actually part of their karma. Obviously it's karma reading, but I'm getting the energy that this was meant to happen. Like this person was meant to run into you, meant to do this to you, and meant to face this karma. So they were never gonna get away with it. They might have had a choice at some point and they chose the wrong direction. So Spirit is putting them in their place. It's literally going to feel like a death to them. Spirit is trying to completely like redo their whole attitude, their whole outlook on life, and the way that they treat people. So I feel like this is actually going to be a pretty significant blow to them, to the point where they're going to realize what they've done. They're going to realize what they've done to you and probably others as well. So I don't think you're their only victim. I think they've done this to probably many people before, and I think you're probably just the most protected spiritually, or you were kind of like the last straw. So Spirit's like, you can't do this anymore. You can't keep playing people like this. So this is going to be pretty vicious. They're going to be cut off from their emotions, from their spirit, and from any kind of giftings that they once had. So if this person is into spirituality at all, or close to the divine at all, don't mind my cat. She's spazzing out right now. They're going to feel blocked from that. I feel like they're not going to like know who they are. Like their identity is going to feel very fuzzy. With the Death and Rebirth card here, they're going to question what's going on. Really? Really? Can you not right now? You want to say hi? Come here. Spaz. Okay. I don't think there's any room for you up here, baby. Okay, let's look into why did they deserve this. Kind of like what have they done? Queen of Pentacles. They might have, this is the second Queen of Pentacles. They might have messed with your work or your abundance in some way, or your status. They might have tarnished your reputation, or whatever they did to you might have affected you so deeply that you weren't able to perform or able to pursue the things that you were working on. It might have like taken you out of the game for a while, or taken you out of commission. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I'm feeling like they were trying to rob you of your gifts, or rob you of what was planned for you or what you were working on. And the Page of Cups here. So I feel like this person tried to like steal your ideas or steal your limelight in some way. They might have used you materially or benefited off of you. Like I feel like a very like taking kind of energy, like whatever they took from you, they weren't reciprocating. I feel like they might have even taken credit for your work in some way and said it was theirs. And I'm feeling like with her attitude here, she has like a smug look on her face, which isn't bad, but in a karma reading, it's like this person didn't really have remorse about it. I feel like they were actually proud of themselves, or proud of the way that they hurt you, or took from you. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like they might have taken opportunities from you, or again, like they might have put something on you spiritually so that you lost opportunities, or it's like they tried to block you in some way that you couldn't move forward. I feel like they played with your emotions. They might have interfered. I don't feel like they interfered with the relationship, maybe for some because it's a general reading, but I feel like more they played with your head and they played with your heart to the point where you maybe second guessed yourself and you question things you're normally good at. Yeah, I just feel like if this was a friend or a colleague or a family member or a lover, they just were maybe like selling you false dreams or promising to reciprocate and they never did, or you were realized at some point that there wasn't an equal give and take and you weren't getting anything out of this relationship. In fact, you realized you were losing a lot. If they did this kind of in secret, you might not have known that this is why you were blocked or feeling blocked, but it was definitely this person. They were very proud of themselves at the time, is what I'm seeing. So Spirit wants you to know they are going to get their karma for this. From what I can see from the Death card here, something that they were promised they might actually lose because the Emperor's here. So I feel like they are going to go through an ego death and they might actually lose some of their abundance or something that they would have had if they wouldn't have done this to you. And it's going to be pretty brutal with the Death card here. And also, I do feel like it's going to drag out over a significant amount of time. So Spirit is going to basically put them in this energy until they learn their lesson, until they acknowledge what they've done to you and others. So they're not going to be able to escape this karma. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm trying to do shorter readings, you guys. So that's all I have for you, Pile 1. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if that resonated. Drop a comment down below. Like this video. Share it if you want. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, you guys. Oh, check out my sale if you want. I'm doing 15% off all my readings and Reiki sessions. So that's going to go through the end of June. Okay. Bye, Pile 1. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose the coral, this is your reading. Let's get into your person's karma. We're going to look at what's going to happen to them, how soon is it going to happen, and why do they deserve it? Kind of like what went on between the two of you or more people. Okay, first we have for what is their karma, 4 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, okay, and 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm seeing that they're going to be losing. She's clinging to her purse here, so I'm seeing this as like they might be losing financially quite a bit, or they might be thrown into a lack or scarcity mentality. They're not going to be able to resonate with abundance. They're going to be blocked in some way, so they're not going to be able to manifest in the things that they want. Yeah, it's like they've turned away from something that was beneficial, maybe you, and it's going to affect them significantly. They're going to feel this like disappointment and loss in some way. With the Hanged Man, I feel like they're going to be isolated and lonely. I feel like you're definitely cutting them off or have already, so they're going to be mourning the loss of that. I'm also getting another, I got this in Pile 1 as well. They're going to be spiritually blocked. So they're going to be spiritually blocked, but also with the Hanged Man, he's enlightened. So they're not going to be able to lie to themselves, and they're not going to be able to deny this. They're going to have to face what they've done. They're going to have to swallow it. They're going to have to own up to it in some way. They might actually, I don't know if they'll have the guts to own up to you, but they're not going to be able to deny it. So it's like they'll be plagued with what they did and kind of haunt it. It's going to haunt them. They're going to think about it quite a lot. Like this is going to be something that they ruminate on and just like runs through their mind. So with the 9 of Pentacles here, whatever they've been putting effort into, their wish fulfillment, their dreams, things that they've aspired to do are going to be blocked and taken from them. So they're going to lose out on something that's really meaningful to them. They're going to lose out on something that they've been working really hard for. They're never going to reach that status and level and fulfillment that they want. So it's like a wish is going to be stolen from them. They're always going to be like under where they want to be. So they're always going to be like looking to you and others, doing what they want to do and pursuing things that they might want to pursue, or just your own dreams. And they're going to be they're going to kind of have a victim mentality of like, why not me? I feel like this person kind of like steps on other people to get where they're going, and they don't realize that that's what's actually blocked their own blessing. So they might have got away with this for a while, but they're no longer going to. Yeah, let's get into when is this going to happen. 7 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. And Queen of Wands. So we have Cups, Pentacles, and Wands here. I feel like this has already started. So they're going to go through a lot of confusion with the 7 of Cups, and it's always going to lead to disappointment. So they might be wrestling with what's going on. Like, why won't this work out? Why won't that work out? Why won't this partnership work out? Why won't this, like, everything that they try is going to fail, basically, or it's never going to be what they want it to be. They're going to kind of have to front and, like, put on a facade because they're never really going to reach the level of fulfillment or success that they want and they dream of. They're always going to feel like left out of the club kind of thing, or like on the outside looking in. I think they're going to know, they're going to put this together too with the Hanged Man. They're going to put this together eventually at some point, why this is happening. I don't think they have put it together quite yet, or they're wrestling with denial probably. With the Queen of Wands, I'm seeing this more as like them watching you. So I feel like this person actually admires you in a way, or was intimidated by your energy, and that's why this probably happened. It's probably why they did you dirty or did you wrong. So Spirit is going to give you back everything they took from you or prevented you from having. And it's like, I feel like they're going to have to witness this in some way, because Queen of Wands gets a lot of attention. So they're going to have to witness your blessings, and in the same instance be stuck in like a mentality of lack or disappointment or low-key depression maybe. I don't want to wish that on anybody, but it's going to be like a woe is me energy, kind of like, why can't I get it? Why did they get it? Like, this isn't fair. So they're just going to have a really bad attitude, basically. Let's get into what happened more. 8 of Pentacles. This could be work related, school related. King of Swords. The High Priestess. So I feel like a lot of you are in the spiritual field, or you're into divination arts in some way. So this person was quite jealous of you. I think they saw how hard you were working and how much potential you had. I think they saw all the different kind of talents you had. I feel like this person actually learned from you. They probably actually were like an understudy of yours, or you guys worked together and they kind of like took notes on you, or you might have been friends or family, but they were around you enough to like notice your patterns and your skills, and it like breeded some kind of jealousy in them. So instead of just admiring you for what you were and honoring that and learning from you, somewhere along the way it turned dark. Somewhere along the way it turned into jealousy and envy and quite negative. This person could have even done spell work on you, is what I'm seeing with her holding the candle here. Yeah. And then King of Swords, I'm getting this as like they were very cold to you. They might have said some really cruel things. They might have thought that they were superior or smarter or better than you. This person felt like they deserved it more than you, or they're more qualified. I don't know. It's like they saw you and like what you had in your qualities, and instead of just admiring that and be like, you're good at this, I'm good at this, we're great, yada yada, it's like they couldn't handle the competition. They got into like this competitive, negative, gross vibe, and they wanted to take from you. It's like they wanted to hurt you. They probably insulted you or insulted your intelligence or talked bad about your work in some way. They try to diminish how good you actually were at what you're doing or the talent you actually had. Or they probably tried to say like things came easy to you and didn't acknowledge like the work you're actually putting in. I feel like this person actually wants things to come easy to them, and they projected that onto you. So maybe they didn't see certain things you did behind the scenes, or how long you've been working at something, or how hard you were working at something. And maybe they came around when you were starting to pick up momentum or like hone your skills, or maybe you got like a raise around them, or a new job, or a new position, or you were starting to get in the groove of what you're doing. I feel like when this person compared themselves to you, that they knew that it wasn't a comparison, but you shouldn't compare, you know what I mean? Like they were comparing your talents to them instead of realizing they have different talents or whatever it is. So they got in like a negative, gross vibe. This person tried to block you spiritually. They tried to block your gifts. They tried to mess with your intuition. So if you're like a reader or a spiritualist or something, they might have interfered. They might have like said you weren't as good as you were, or tried to act like, I think they made you second guess yourself or second guess your intuition. They might have like lied and deceived you, or just like put like a confusion spell on you or something. Like they didn't want to acknowledge how powerful you really were, or how generous and kind you were, or how good you were at I'm seeing this as like spiritual skills. It could be any kind of spiritual skills, tarot, Reiki, prayer, witchcraft, anything, you know, like any kind of spirit, maybe like even like an artist. You could be a psychic, you could be a medium, you could be an empath. Like they just didn't want to acknowledge what you really had. Or they became envious and they wanted it for themselves. I feel like they really thought that they could steal it. And they found out that they couldn't, or when they tried to do what you do, they just couldn't do it the same. Like, I feel like instead of doing things their way or pursuing things they were good at, they tried to be you or do exactly what you were doing. It's like they were trying to mimic you instead of like taking notes and doing their own thing. It was like it became confused or muddled. You guys might have gotten into a big fight or argument with the King of Swords. I just feel like they turned cold and calculated and cruel at some point and started to like plan against you or strategize against you, or talk bad on your name or talk badly about your skills. They tried to like diminish your skills in some way. They didn't want to acknowledge them. So yeah, they're going to like realize what they've done and why they're being thrown into this cycle of like never feeling like good enough. They're going to feel isolated. I feel like they will lose money and a huge opportunity. So whatever like was planned for them, they're going to lose out on that, or it's going to be delayed in like a major way. And I feel like they'll never get it to the extent that they would have if they wouldn't have tried to like backstab you to get there. So that's what I'm seeing, pile 2. I'm trying to keep these readings a little shorter, so let me know what you thought. Let me know if that resonated. I love to read your guys' comments. Subscribe for more. Like 90% of you guys are not subscribed, so please subscribe. It helps my channel and helps me produce free content for you guys. I'd appreciate it. Don't miss my 15% off sale. All my tarot sessions and Reiki are 15% off right now, and I dropped my handmade incense cones. They're not just like incense for like nice smelling aroma. They're actually handcrafted for protection. So it's a divination tool if you need spiritual protection in your home, if you need protection against black magic or any kind of attacks. Check those out. They're really great. Okay. All right. Bye, pile 2. Hi, pile 3. If you chose blue calcite, this is your pile. We're going to do a karma reading. So we're going to look at what is going to happen to this person, when is it going to happen to this person, and why. Like, why do they deserve this? What happened, basically? What did they do to you? Yeah, I'm using 2 different decks, the Light Seers Tarot and the Radiant Rider Waite Original. So, the Magician. Ooh, 3 of Swords. And 4 of, okay, I had 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Okay. So I feel like if they've done any kind of spell work on you, this is going to backfire heavily. I feel like this person might have dabbled in doing something against you or paid someone to do something against you. But they didn't know what they were doing, or if they paid someone, the practitioner realized that this wasn't justified, and so it's bouncing back. I feel like it's bouncing back on them and the practitioner if they paid someone, or just them really heavily if it was only them. I don't know. I feel like they're trying to still do this to you maybe, and it's being blocked. So it's like maybe they got away with it for a while and it started bouncing back, and now it's like they haven't given up. They're still trying to do this, but it's like instantly bouncing back now. So I'm not sure why they're still trying, but yeah, it's like they're trying to mess with your natural talents or destiny here. What I'm seeing with the elements and the infinity symbol. Like they thought they could take away what was meant for you, but that's not going to happen. They're actually messing up their own karma, obviously. They're just building this up more and more and more for themselves. So this person likes refusing to give up. With the 3 of Swords, they're going to suffer quite a bit. 3 of Swords is like not as bad as the 10 of Swords, but it's pretty bad. I'd say it's like the second runner-up to the 10 of Swords. So I feel like this is actually going to hit them where it hurts the most, probably in their love life, mainly in their emotions. So they're probably going to lose something that's really near and dear to their heart, or someone. I don't see this person as like dying, but I think they're going to lose that relationship. So they're either going to get betrayed, cheated on. We'll get into that later, but whatever they put at you is going to come straight back on them. So they're going to be going through the same pain that they dealt you, but even more so because it was uncalled for. So that's kind of the way it works with karma. If you send bad things to people that don't deserve it, you're going to get it back even worse. So be careful there. The 4 of Wands, I feel like this is going to hit them with their family and friends. Like they might lose a significant relationship. Someone in their family that they're really close with might turn on them. I feel like if they were talking badly about you or they had swayed people against you, these people are going to start to see that it was them. And it's like the tables are turning. So the people that they had gotten on their side at one point are going to realize what's going on and who's the real problem. And they're going to be losing supporters. They're going to be losing family members or good friendships. They're just not going to have like the happiness and the fulfillment that they thought they were going to have by doing this. 4 of Wands doesn't necessarily just have to be family. It can be like celebration, and it can be kind of like the happily ever after energy. It's just like feeling like fulfilled and surrounded by people that support and love you. So they might be losing like their support system or being betrayed by people really close to them, or people really close to them are just going to be seeing them for their true colors and like turning them away. Let's look at when is this going to happen. Ooh, Knight of Wands. Oh my God, Three of Swords over the Three of Swords. So this person did some rough things to you. We'll get to that, but it's going to come roll back to them. Queen of Swords. So this is going to be instant. I feel like they've already gotten this karma, like I said, and it's just going to keep coming. So the more they put on you, the worse it's going to get. And because they didn't stop, I feel like they got a warning at some point to stop, and they didn't. So because they just kept going and going and going, attacking you when they knew it wasn't justified, they're going to get this even worse. Like, I feel like at least 3 times the amount that they handed you out. This person's going to be utterly and completely like heartbroken and crushed. So I feel like at the end of the day, they're going to realize you didn't deserve this. They're going to realize why they're getting it back. And they might have messed with people in your life that you were really close with, or swayed people, like caused you to lose relationships that you really cared about, or just broke your trust and your heart in a very deep way. And this is just going to come straight back to them. With the Knight of Wands, this is coming in quick. If it hasn't happened already, it's beginning to happen, or it's going to happen very soon. And with the Queen of Swords, I feel like people are just going to go cold against them, be really bitchy towards them. Like, people are going to turn on them and not feel bad because they're going to see what they've done in their true colors, and they're just going to be like, I don't even want to deal with you, kind of thing. So people are definitely turning their back on them, is what I'm seeing. Lovers might be like fleeing and running from them, with the Knight of Wands is like facing the other direction. If this is a male, they might be getting ED from this. Like if they cheated on you, they might be developing a dysfunction with their performance. And if it's a girl, they might just like have people come in and out of their life. They won't be able to like sustain something happy that they wanted. So let's look at why, like what happened. Oh my God, the devil. Okay, yeah. So they were pretty vicious with you. The Magician twice. Okay. You got the Magician twice, and you got the Three of Swords. So this person probably did magic on your relationship, or just wanted to ruin your life, basically. Like they were just like out to ruin your life. I feel like they were pretty deceptive here. With the Strength card, this is going to break them. So I feel like they tried to break your spirit. They might have acted supportive of you, but really weren't. It's like, I feel like they really tried to gain your trust at some point, but I'm getting the energy that they had this idea all along, or they always intended to betray you, or it's like they were just wearing a complete false mask. Like they knew that they were doing this. This person might practice black magic in some way. Yeah, they thought they could like control your life. They thought they could interfere with your destiny. They thought they could just throw you terrible things, and it might have worked for a little bit, but it's starting to backfire. So maybe when you caught up or set up protection, or your guides came in and Kush, really right now, really? Okay, anyway. Yeah, they were like pulling strings. They might have like done so much behind the scenes. Come here, you want to say hi? This is who's been causing all this trouble. You're ridiculous. I feel like they were like pulling like strings behind the scenes, like doing a lot. Like I feel like they were doing some kind of magic, or just like sending so much negative vibes your way, but I feel like they were really putting a lot of effort into manipulating you, lying to you, deceiving you, trying to get other people to betray you as well. Okay, get down, baby. Oh my gosh. They might be like a baby witch, or like somebody that's like learning the occult. They could have even learned this from you, and they were using these skills against you. So if you taught them something, they used it against you. Yeah, they were a totally false person with the Lamb here. It's like they came off innocent, They might still play innocent. They might play the victim and like not admit this. They might have tried to flip it on you and say you were the problem, but they knew what they were doing all along. They clearly did this intentionally is what I'm seeing, and that's why their karma is going to be so severe. Like, you got the Three of Swords right on top of each other twice. If they had any kind of gifts, they're going to be blocked. And it looks like they're going to find out what black magic is all about. No hate if you mess with that stuff. I personally don't. Anyway, I think it conjures demonic energy. So these demons are going to be plaguing this person. Like, I feel like you knew how to block your energy or send it back, or just naturally went back to them. And now they are pretty screwed, basically. They're going to be caught in this cycle for quite some time. This heart is pretty beat up. I mean, yeah. They're going to be in agony. So they're definitely going to regret this. I don't know if they'll ever admit that they were in the wrong. Like I said, like, I think they're still going to like play the victim and woe is me kind of thing. This person actually might have, I think like they already had dark energy with the devil here. Like, they were already resonating with that, and they're resonating with like hatred and envy and jealousy and just negative or darker emotions. But see how he's like reaching out? It's like they made you these offers. They pretended to be somebody you could trust. They pretended to be somebody that was good, and it just wasn't true. So karma's really gonna like have at it with this person, and I'm seeing that they're really gonna lose things that are close to their heart. So through this lesson and in the end, they're going to be completely shattered, unfortunately. I feel like it might take a while for them to get over this, if anything. They could be plagued by these darker energies for quite some time. I don't feel like they have like the skills to get out of it, or they've built up so much karma they're not going to be able to. Yeah, it's like overtaking them. So how like she has like half her face a lion, it's like they're actually going to lose like part of their humanity through this. Like, they're going to literally like drop down a level and like feel more animalistic and less human and less like emotion. Like, they're really going to like go into like another energy. I don't know if they'll ever be quite able to recover or quite able. I don't think they're going to be happy ever. Honestly, the way this is looking, this is really bad. And yeah, this person is going to be like bound in this darkness for quite a while. And I feel like anything good in their life that they had, or anyone around them that they had that was fooled, like you or other people, are going to be turning away from them, like running away from them. Yeah, don't worry if you're not witnessing this. Like, this is definitely going to happen soon, or has already started. This person's not going to get away with it. So just know that. It's actually going to be pretty harsh is the energy I'm feeling. So, okay, that's all I have for you guys, pile 3. I'm trying to keep my readings a little shorter on YouTube. Let me know what you thought. Comment down below. Subscribe. Like 90% of you guys aren't subscribed, so I would appreciate it if you did. It helps my channel. Helps me to be able to have the means to do more free content for you guys. And yeah, that's all. Check out my sale. I'm doing a 15% off sale through the end of June on all my readings and Reiki sessions. And I dropped my incense cones. These aren't just normal like incense cones for just like aroma. It's actually designed as a divination tool. So they're spiritual protection. There's like a lighter blend and a stronger blend depending on what you're dealing with. If you just want to like clear your home, or if you're dealing with some like real heavy attacks and you need some help. So check those out. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Thank you for stopping by, and bye.